going on, everyone out there in YouTube land? Today we're going to check out a pod system that's shaped like a goddamn football. Yes, today we're going to check out the VFL coming from, you guessed it right there, VooPoo. Now I got this football loaded up with some 19.5 milligram Ghost Stick e-liquid, which is a non-Nic salt liquid because I hate Nic salt. And we're going to have a quick vape. Now this is a mouth-to-lung device, but because I'm an idiot, I like to do direct lung vaping. So let's have a quick vape. Here we go. Direct lung, 19.5 milligram on a 3-volt device. Delicious. Now the VFL sent over directly by VooPoo for the purpose of this review. If you guys are looking to pick one up, I did find it over at my vapor store, Element Vape, Vape Sourcing. Going price anywhere between $26 and $29.99. So inside the box, you'll get the VooPoo VFL pod system. They will include one empty pod, one micro USB charging cable, and a user manual. The VFL measures in at 89 millimeters tall, 47 millimeters wide, 18.5 millimeters thick. It is constructed of a zinc alloy with a vacuum-plated aluminum. Over the device, we have a plastic top and bottom cap. And it does come in 5 very reflective colors. As you can see, this is the blue one here. They're going to include one pod to get you started. This pod is using a 1.2 ohm ceramic coil. It holds about 0.8 mils of liquid. To fill it up, pretty easy. Just remove the silicone plug in the corner. Go ahead and fill it up. This little hole right here will fit your plastic dropper bottles. Once you fill it up, replace the plug. And if you're using a pod for the first time, you want to make sure that you let it sit for about 5 to 10 minutes so that way the juice can work its way into the coil. Once it's filled up, go ahead and grab the VFL, remove the mouthpiece that's held on with 2 magnets, and depending on which way you put the pod in depends on the airflow setting. We have 2 airflow settings, so when you put it in this way, it's going to have one airflow setting, and then when you flip it around, you're going to have another. Push it in, it's going to click into place. And then once it's locked into place, we have 2 magnets on the bottom. We have 2 contacts on the VFL. And when you drop it in, it's going to pull it down into place. It is a little loose, don't get me wrong, but it's not going to pop out on you. Now this device does have the auto draw feature, so when you inhale, it's going to automatically start vaping. But we do have 2 buttons on the side right here. We have a power button, a power level button, and a preheat button. 2 buttons, 3 functions, and the way this works, 5 clicks will turn the device on and off. And then we have 3 different power settings. We have 2.5 volts, 3 volts, and 3.5. And to select a different voltage, you're going to double click on the power button. 1, 2, you'll see the bottom light or the middle. Which light is it? The bottom one? Well, anyways, the bottom light's going to be 2.5, the middle is going to be 3, and the top will be 3.5. And then just double click 1, 2, and select your desired power level. And then the bottom button down here is going to be your preheat button. If you want to enable preheat, just give it, I think it's going to be 3 clicks. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Preheat's enabled. And then if you want to power it down, once again, it's going to be 5 clicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now this device will put out, as I said, between 2.5 volts and 3.5 volts with a max wattage of 10 watts. Now it is using an internal 650 milliamp hour battery, and you do all the charging at the bottom right here. We have this protective plastic cap, and if you pull it, it's real slippery, so sometimes it's hard to get a grip on it, but if you pull it up, twist it, it's going to expose your micro USB port. That's where you do all your charging. The lights on the side will indicate if the battery is charged or not, and then when you're done, just turn it, let it drop into place, and once again, you're ready to vape. So the VFL, I know another pod system. I know you guys love pod systems, especially ones that don't bring anything new to the market. The only thing new about this one is going to be the shape. Yes, it's shaped like a football, so a lot of you diehard football freaks out there might actually like the fact that it's shaped like a football. What would have been cool if they would have had the option of putting like a different, your team logo on there. I'm not sure if they can legally do that, but then again, it's China. They never do things legally anyways, but that would have been a cool option there. The pod on here holds 0.8 mils of liquid, which is kind of the standard for pod systems. You get the flavor like any other pod system. You know, it's not like sub-tank flavor, it's not RDA flavor, it's pod flavor. These things, main thing is all about delivering nicotine. That's what it does. You get a nice throat hit off this 19.5 milligram, and the airflow is not bad. You know, it's a nice mouth-to-lung vape. Now, the two airflow adjustments, if I'm doing it correctly, which I think I am, I don't notice a difference. You're supposed to flip the pod around, and you get a different airflow experience, but I don't notice that at all. It's, you know, same no matter which way I flip this pod in or out, so... yeah, kind of a disappointment there, but I do like the adjustable voltage settings, the 2.5, 3, 3.5. That is a nice touch. I like the fact that I can turn it off when I'm not using it. That's a nice touch. It gets a little confusing remembering all the button presses. 5 to turn it on, 2 to change voltage, 3 to turn on the preheat function. It just gets a little kind of eh. The micro USB port hidden at the bottom is real nice. You won't get dirt in there or whatnot. If you put it in your cup holder, you don't have to worry about anything getting inside of there. And the battery is small, but depending on how much you vape it, you may actually get through an entire day. It's a pod system. You're not going to chain vape it. You're not going to load it up with 3 milligrams of liquid, so you're only going to be vaping it every now and then. And the fact that it's a football means that you can go outside and have fun with your adult friends, and you could toss it around. Go long, you cross-eyed fuck! Hike, hike, yeah! Oh, shit. I think I broke it. But anyways, guys, it doesn't matter because the review is over. That's it. That's all I got for you guys today on the VFL. Questions or comments, you know exactly what to do. Hit the subscribe button. I'll talk to you folks very, very soon. Make sure you guys build safe. And as always, vape on.